Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 2 common mistakes made quite often by resellers. There are going to be several different parts to this video because I'm going to show you footage from 2 different sales, a thrift store and an estate sale. And I'll also show you what I bought at those sales and why I think I made some mistakes that I want you to avoid in your future shopping endeavors. Make sure you stay to the end so that you can get the full message here, and I hope you enjoy these sales. So we're at what I call the running of the bulls, where they have a lot of unique and valuable items, and I wasn't finding a lot on this particular occasion, so I got discouraged. And I have like a minute's worth of footage because I ended up looking around, not finding a lot of stuff. The prices were too high or whatever. Reselling prices were not going to be high enough. This little gourd gives me some trouble. But I did end up staying focused and finding some things, which I'll show you in a second. Look at me trying. I almost get it, and then I'm still not sure I got it completely, but it was close, and I tried. I picked up this little piece, and the price was just too high, so I stopped filming. But don't worry. So I didn't get a lot of footage from the running of the bulls on Tuesday morning, and that's because it was super busy and I got a little discouraged also. I was not finding a lot of stuff and there were a lot of kids present and I really try not to get them on film. So I got discouraged and I stopped filming, and then I found a few things that had some value at really great prices. So I want to show those to you real quick since you didn't get to see them. And it kind of goes along with our theme of like, if you can stay centered and focused and calm and sort of never stop searching, you can still pay yourself for your time. So this is a Trina Turk dress. It is a beautiful dress. It has one tiny little thread here. So this was $7. This dress used is like $50 at least. And if you bought it brand new, I think it would be almost $200. So that was a nice little find for $7. I actually have never found Lululemon in the wild that I can recall. So these need to be washed, but these were only $6 and used. These are $30 to $35. Brand new, these cost $98. I think these are the cropped floral leggings. And then this is no big claim to fame, but we can always use these at home. I don't think I'm going to resell these, but this is like a $10 or $15 Starbucks, I don't know what you call it, carafe. And then this is the Yeti. I think this is the Rambler. And this is like $50 or more. This one's used, but in great shape, so not used a lot. And I paid $6, and I think the Starbucks mug was $2.75. So again, those are not that big a deal, but getting a $50 dress or more for $7 was great. Getting Lululemon for $6 was great, considering that I had kind of given up. So I just want to show that to you real quick. Like I said, it goes along with our theme. If you can kind of stay grounded and stay focused and calm down enough, you can find something that will pay you for your time so that you're not making a wasted trip. There's also the flip side to that coin. Don't buy a bunch of junk that you think will pay yourself for your time. Okay, more about that. So I have just arrived at an estate sale by one of my very favorite companies, and I see all this jewelry scattered, and I start to get very excited. I'm what I would call bird dogging, to quote one of the most famous American pickers. And I'm convinced I'm going to find, who knows, 18 karat gold or a Picasso. And that's important to share with you because even though you'll see me picking up some things that are good bread and butter items here, when you get overly excited, sometimes it can lead you astray. Now, you can't really hear too much in the background, but there's a man singing to a turtle in a large, like, galvanized tub. So I have a little clip of him actually singing to Bubbles, the turtle.
Bubbles.
She seems shy. I don't know.
I don't know. She's a trip is what she is. Bubbles, come here, you.
Here I come. I'll get her.
So now I have actually entered this house, and there are no other pickers here at the moment. it almost looked as if this place was untouched, and this did not help with my emotional state. I mean, it was exciting for me because I felt there was no competition, and this was the type of sale and the type of home, as you can see, where you might find something that other people are unaware of the value. And let me know if I miss some things, because that's something I've noticed when I get keyed up. Sometimes I rush around and miss things. So leave me a comment if you know something about this work of art, or you see something in the background that you think I should have grabbed. Now remember, I do try to be cautious about the volume I get. So of course there's some value in everything in this, but I don't really want to move an antique sewing machine, for example. But something like this, that's easy. Did I make a mistake skipping that ashtray? I don't know. Leave me a comment. I want your feedback. We can learn from each other. I didn't fall for the Beanie Baby thing, but let me know if that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure it's not. I actually don't know much about them. So this room was so full of stuff, and I kept thinking I was going to stumble upon, I don't know, a full set of Pyrex, or some amazing items from Denmark, or and I think in some ways, like maybe I should have bought those plates. And maybe there were things I did buy that I shouldn't have. That's what I'm saying about these emotional moments. I love these. I love vintage barware so much. Like the nativity set, I have several already listed, so I didn't pick it up. Maybe I wasn't making a decision because I was keyed up and trying to save my hands, because my hands are probably half full at the moment, at least, right? Trying to save them for like this special thing I think is on the horizon. This was actually a cool tray. But I had a tray so much like it that didn't sell that I decided not to get it. I like this little Native American piece though. Like that vase, I wonder maybe I should have picked up those two vases. It is really interesting how our instincts and emotions can be helpful and also sometimes harmful. I did pick up that onyx beverage set. I'm picking it up right now, but I'm having trouble filming while I do that carefully. So I know I left some things behind here that I could have made money on. Let me know if there's something that's like a huge, like major money maker, because I'd love to learn from you while you learn from me. I did get a bunch of Halloween pieces that stood out to me, although I wonder if I should have bought them all. And that, like this little reindeer, I think maybe I should have grabbed him. But I kept thinking I was going to see some Lefton rabbits or Holt Howard Christmas things. And so I didn't really slow down. Still very keyed up. Ghosts. I did pick out some ghosts. Maybe I should have gotten them all. So this was definitely a fun sale. I enjoyed myself, and I've already made some money on some of the pieces. Made some profit, I should say. But I did let my emotional state dictate how I shopped and what I bought. That's not something I would recommend. So I did find a few treasures in here. I don't know if the other pickers hadn't come through yet, or if they only pulled out the gold, but I found some pieces that were valuable and sellable in here. These like crystal drop earrings were really pretty. I'm sort of making a little pile here with some other figurines I picked out. Yeah, so that is about the end of the footage from this sale. And I'm going to sum everything up in the outro for you. Okay, so you guys saw the footage of the man singing to the turtle, and that sale was run by a company that has what I would call unpredictable pricing. And often that means that the company is somewhat inexperienced and they might make a mistake in your favor, which I like. And I did get kind of overly excited at the sale. You can kind of tell by how quickly I move and how I keep searching for stuff, which of course is one of my mantras. I ended up doing okay, but I think I paid a little bit more than I should have for some of the things, although I paid for the whole group. And I probably should have slowed down and looked for damage. As you can see, a couple of the Halloween pieces need a little touch up, which is not that big a deal. And I think I will still make a good profit. But I noticed that I fell into this idea of, I'm gonna find a treasure, I'm gonna find a treasure, this feeding frenzy. So I feel like the message of this whole video is try to stay focused and as grounded as possible and keep looking for a good buy that will give you a good return. Now it turns out that a lot of these pieces will do well. This onyx set is probably 65 or 75 on Etsy. This little Native American piece will sell locally probably for 15. Do you guys know what this thing is? Maybe you guys can leave me a message in the comments, please. I bought it because it was cool. And I bought a lot of little things that were cool. There are a couple of sterling rings in here, which was good. I didn't have to pay too much for them. And the other stuff, if it's special, like I like this motivational bracelet, I might put that online, but some of the stuff will go in my antiques booth, which is fine. I'll make money on it there, and that's fine. I like these vintage bar tools. I actually collect these. These sort of bohemian leather bracelets are back. So that actually went okay. These little plaques, if I sell them online, will sell for 20 to 25 each, so that's cool. I like this. I think it's a stew pot, but regardless of what it is, look at the shape on that beautiful, beautiful piece of pottery. Now, I didn't find a signature or stamp, so I'm not 100% sure what to make of that, but I think that will sell well either online or in the booth. Could not find this exact t-shirt, but it's single stitch, so that makes me kind of happy, and I actually kind of like this crinkling, like crazing on the surface, because that makes me feel like it probably is well loved and vintage. So I think what happened was I got super excited about the Halloween stuff. I do very well with Halloween items locally, but I really wish that I had taken my time a little bit more. I mean, these guys are cute, these little Casper type ghosts, but they're hobbyist pieces, I think, relatively well done. And so I wish I had kind of slowed down a little bit. Again, financially, I'll make out fine, but I kind of fell into being overly excited, being sure I was gonna find an amazing treasure, you know, looking for a Picasso and finding like a print by a local artist, which is perfectly fine. I'm making a metaphor there, but I do think this piece will still do well. I might touch it up a little bit, but, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cover his face. I kind of like this sort of smoky bear, I don't know, a witch bear thing going on here. And I like this guy because he reminds me of the paper mache pumpkins. So yeah, when you're out shopping, you should keep looking because you've made the trip, but don't try to turn, you know, I feel like there's a metaphor here. You know, you don't want to imagine that you have a beautiful swan when you have an ugly duckling. So you're looking for that balance. This one worked out okay. That day at the running of the bulls worked out okay. But I just wanted to give you a quick call and give you just a little bit of advice. Give yourself a minute to calm down and slow down. Edit your cart. Let's say you're making a pile. If you're not rushing off to another sale, take a minute to edit your cart. I'll try to do the same. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for staying tuned until the very end so you could get the full message about these reseller mistakes. They have something in common, right? We do not want to let our emotions rule us when we are out there shopping, right? We don't want to get discouraged and start to lose heart and sort of give up when we might have a bolo right around the corner. That's what happened in that brief clip or that brief time at the thrift store. We also don't want to get overly excited and buy a bunch of stuff thinking for sure we're going to find something amazing, right? We get kind of junk drunk. We get like beer goggles in the shopping arena, and then we might make choices that aren't helpful in that way. We always want to make sure that we stay as calm and focused as we possibly can, that we keep emotions out of it, and that we make choices that make sense for our business. I hope you guys have fun out there. I hope you are paying yourself a good rate for your time, and I hope you never stop searching. If you're enjoying this content, please click the like and subscribe buttons. It helps the channel grow and it helps me know what to provide for you next time. I'll see you guys soon.